How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be taking a look at my newest Big Lots Blu-ray and DVD haul. I have 10 things to take a look at today, 2 Blu-rays and 8 DVDs, but actually a little bit more than 10 movies. Well, quite a bit more. The last 3 we're going to be looking at are all multi-packs, so that is pretty cool. And if you're familiar with this channel, you know that these are primarily going to be scary movies. That's just the stuff I'm interested in. So anyway, this is Big Lots haul number 2. If you stick around to the end of the video, there should be a playlist that you can look at, which will have Big Lots haul part 1, but also a bunch of Dollar Tree stuff, as well as like a Walmart Black Friday haul. It's a pretty big playlist, and there's like 5 hours of video on there or something. It's crazy. But anyway, Big Lots haul part 2. Without further ado, let's jump in and take a look at the 2 Blu-rays I have. Starting off with Sands of Oblivion. Looks like we have some sort of a cool guy on the front with a weird headdress. I'm not entirely sure if this is a mummy movie or not. Flip it to the back and it talks about how they were filming the 10 Commandments, and in California they built a replica Egypt set, and for whatever reason, and no one quite knows why, they asked that this set be buried at the end of production. So some people are going to go and dig it up, unearth it, and apparently that's going to lead to this guy coming out of the set or something. So that's kind of weird. A Egyptian mummy maybe movie, but not about real Egypt, but about a buried Egyptian set in California. So not sure what's going to happen there, but sounds pretty cool. This is from Anchor Bay right there, so that's cool. $3. The next one though, a lot cheaper. $1.88 for Dark Summer, directed by Paul Solet. But look at the side, it's actually a Scream Factory DVD. I have a whole big collection of Scream Factory stuff. I've even done quite a few collection videos for them on the channel. 2 that are Scream Factory Blu-rays, and then 1 Scream Factory of their old Hammer releases. They do a lot of classic films, but they also do modern stuff. So you get stuff from like the 60s, 70s, 80s, but then you also get some modern independent film that they do, which, you know, modern stuff I find is more hit and miss than the classics. But with this one, it might be cool. It talks about how there's a 17-year-old who's under house arrest for cyber stalking a classmate. His mom gets called away and he's thinking about doing it again, but the girl, Mona, played by Grace Phillips of Fright Night, is apparently turning to some supernatural means to stop him, and of course he can't leave the house because he's under house arrest, so it's one of those turntable movies. So interesting to see what that's about, but to add another Scream Factory movie to my collection for only $2 there, that's pretty cool. I need to do a modern Scream Factory horror collection because there's quite a bit of cool stuff. But those are the Blu-rays. Moving right on to the DVDs, one that I was quite excited to find. MGM presents Midnight Movie Double Feature. We got Count Yorga Vampire and The Return of Count Yorga. So both of the Count Yorga movies in here for $1.88, so that's less than $1 per movie. That is pretty good. Flip it to the back and it talks about how these are movies where there's a kind of a classical portrayal of a vampire, but he's in the City of Angels, then modern day California. So that's cool, a vampire in a different time and a vampire in a different place. But this is from 1970 and 1971. So a vampire in the 70s, which was then modern time, but now the past for us. So that looks pretty cool. I saw the Blu-ray of just the first one at my local used movie store, but it was going for quite a bit, and I didn't really know if I'd like the series or not. Pardon my dog over there. He's always curious about me when I'm filming. But anyway, I can try the series out for $1 a film, and hey, if it's really good, maybe I'll go back and get the Blu-ray. Anyway, up next, a whole season of a TV show, Bates Motel Season 4. This is a prequel to Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, and they made, I think, 4 or 5 seasons of this. I have 1, 2, and 4, and whenever I get them all, I'm going to watch the whole thing. But yeah, a prequel to Psycho. You get to see the hotel when it was up and running. You get to see Norman and his mother. My dad watched this show, so I've seen bits and pieces of it, but when I get all the seasons, I'll go ahead and watch the whole thing. So now I have 3 of the 5 seasons, and I just got to find season 3 and season 5. I think season 5 was the last one. I'm sure you guys will tell me if I'm wrong, but hey, a whole season for only $5, it's pretty good, because, you know, with TV, you get all these episodes, and does it say how many episodes are in there? I don't think it says so, but on the bottom, 7 hours and 19 minutes. That's a lot of TV watching for just $5 there. Up next, from Tartan Video, World Without Thieves for only $3. I collect a lot of, Tartan has this video line, Tartan Asian Extreme, where they keep a lot of their horror movies, which are just these pretty cool, fun Asian horror movies. This is not the Extreme line, this is just the regular Tartan Video, but I figured as collecting the Extreme, this would go pretty cool with that collection, and it seems like a fun movie. Flip it to the back, it talks about how there's this criminal couple, probably kind of like Bonnie and Clyde or something, but the girl wants out. She wants to, you know, retire from her life of crime, but on the way out, they find a very wealthy person, and they think, hey, why not one last score? And as we all know, if we watch movies, it's always choosing to do that one last one that turns into something crazy. But yeah, A World Without Thieves looks like a fun movie about criminals, and hey, I think that's a train. So criminals on a train, that's fun. I love train movies as well. Alright, 2 more single movies left, and then we get into those multi-movie packs. Again, for $1.88, they came in peace, they left in pieces, Inbred. That is a pretty cool line. But you see these crazy costumes these people are wearing, an absolute fantastic tour de force from Antic Cool News. And another quote from Antic Cool News, in the gory tradition of Evil Dead 2 and Reanimator. So those are both really good movies, and that'll get my attention. Although, more than Evil Dead 2 and Reanimator, this really looks like Rob Zombie and Hills Have Eyes, but we'll take a look at it. It's about 4 teenagers and their community service person, and they're going out to Yorkshire to do some community service work when their bus gets attacked by these guys. Looks like a really cool, crazy backwoods horror film, which you get a lot of backwoods, American horror films, and you get a lot of them from, say, Australia, but an English one, they're going to Yorkshire, so you get to see the English take on the subgenre there. But I do love some crazy costumes, and I am a big fan of The Hills Have Eyes, so get to see a different take on it from the macabre line right there. So that's cool, and plus a movie for $1.88. That is pretty fun. Moving right along, for $3, we have War of the Dead. And as you may know from this channel, I'm a big fan of zombie movies, and I do like keeping the format of the dead right there. So that is pretty cool. But another Nazi zombie movies, I think I picked up one quite recently in one of my Dollar Tree hauls, but flip it to the back, and it talks about how there's these Americans, they find a Nazi bunker, but inside the Nazi bunker they find Nazis that they've already killed, hence the, I think there's a tagline on the front, no, that was a different movie I was thinking of, but what killed them made them stronger. in like an episode of Band of Brothers, but with zombies from Antic Cool News. So that looks pretty fun. Moving right along to the multi-packs. Boris Karloff's 6-movie collection. Big fan of classic horror. Gotta love Karloff. And we got 6 movies in here. I took off the wrapper to see the disc, and like I suspected, they're kind of crammed onto just 2 discs. But older movies tend to be kind of short, so they'll probably only be a little more than 3 hours on each disc, which isn't that bad. I think this was $5. I took the wrapper off, so the sticker isn't still there, but I'm pretty sure it was $5. But anyway, you get the back, and it's The Black Room, The Man They Could Not Hang, The Man with 9 Lives. Again, sorry about my dog. They decided now's a good time for breakfast. The Man with 9 Lives, Before I Hang, The Devil Commands, and The Boogeyman Will Get You. And if we look on the side here, we see that these are all from Columbia Pictures. So this is Boris Karloff and his Columbia Pictures run. I'm not sure how many he did with them, but hey, 6 of them is a pretty good collection of the Columbia Pictures era. And they're all from the 30s and 40s, so really good classic old-timey films. And I had heard of at least a couple of these, so I'm definitely excited to check them out. Speaking from things I've heard of to things that I haven't, up next for only $1.88 is this vampire collection with a few movies I have never heard of. I mean, some that I obviously have. We'll get to the back. So, vampire collection, this has 5 films in it. Count Dracula and His Vampire Brides. That's a Hammer one with Christopher Lee. It's another name for The Rites of Dracula, I believe. And The Last Man on Earth with Vincent Price, another classic. And it appears in multi-movie packs all the time, so I have a few different editions of it. But these next 3 I have never heard of at all. Fangs of the Living Dead from 1969, Grave of the Vampire from 1974, and Vampire Happening from 1971. That is a pretty cool collection. And actually, look at the back. This vampire comedy stars P. Dagamark, parentheses, Elvira Madigan. I wonder if that's where Elvira got her name, the horror hostess. But anyway, a cool vampire collection, 2 classic films, and 3 films I've never heard of, which might be pretty cool. Have to check that out. Lastly, we have Creature Features 4-film collection. Only $1.88 here, so 4 films, about $2. It's only like 50 cents each. Flip it to the back. Dead Sea, RoboCop, Super Tanker, and Dracano, Dragon Volcano. And then a Super Tanker, I'm not sure how that's a creature feature, but apparently it is, talking about a weird antimatter weapon they're transporting in a super tanker. Croc's obvious, and Dead Sea, it's whatever that creature is. That is a cool looking creature. But anyway, lots of fun stuff for only $2. Gotta love B creature features. Sometimes they're so bad they're good. Sometimes they're legitimately fun. And a lot of times they're crazy stuff that you're like, wow, okay, what is this? So I don't know if they're so bad they're good, if they're trying to be cheesy, or maybe they're just good movies. I don't know. We'll have to take a look and see. But anyway, there's my my new set of films from Big Lots. A lot of fun stuff, and because of those multi-video packs, you get 4 and 6 makes 10, 5 more is 15. Then we got 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So that's 22 movies plus a season of Bates Motel. That is a lot of watching I have to do, all thanks to these multi-film packs. But anyway, pretty fun, and I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, to everyone who's watched so far, thank you for watching, and to everyone who's liked and subscribed, thank you. You're really helping this channel out. We're actually pretty close to 200 subscribers, so I'm pretty happy about that. Thank you guys for supporting me. Anyway, I'll get to more hauls very, very soon. And other than hauls, I actually do a lot of horror movie reviews. So if that sounds like something you guys are interested in, I'd recommend sticking around and or checking out and seeing what I've covered. Anyway, that playlist I talked about earlier, all the hauls, primarily Dollar Tree, the other Big Lots haul, Walmart, Black Friday, lots of cool stuff in there. If you want some watching, it's about 5 hours long. So anyway, relevant playlist at the bottom. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon.